Now, for some reason, I have a feeling that this might be a bit controversial with what I'm about to say, and that I might get a bit of hate for it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is my review for Avenged Sevenfold's Hail to the King. Now, I don't like it as an Avenged Sevenfold album. Reason being is that it sounds more like a Metallica or Iron Maiden album, a lot more classic metal album than, say, Nightmare and City of Evil, and it's different. So it doesn't really feel like an Avenged Sevenfold album. I absolutely love the album though. It really feels like a metal album, old school metal album, but I don't like it as an Avenged Sevenfold album because it doesn't sound like them and it doesn't feel like them. First off, before I do anything else, I ordered the deluxe edition and I got two of these. Now they're coasters, and this side, Deathbat, and this side, it's for the Hail to the King. Very cool, that is. And also, if you ordered the deluxe edition, this is in the UK. In America, I don't know what you got in the deluxe edition. You might have got more or less, I don't know. You also got a download of an extra song called St. James. Now, reminds you of one of the songs off their album Diamonds in the Rough. Now, if you've not got that one, it's also got a DVD with it. I'll go to review that sometime, I don't know when, but there you go. Now, this is the first album not to be written by Jimmy the Rev Sullivan. It has got no contribution from him at all, so I don't know if that's any other reason why it feels like a lot more old school metal, I don't know. From the opening moments of Shepherd to the Fire to the final moments of Acid Rain, it's pure metal. I'm not going to lie, it is non-stop. I mean, there's not as many blistering guitar solos as, say, was in Nightmare. Non-stop solos in that album, and that is probably one of my favourite albums of all time. But this one is still quite spectacular. If I do this, you actually see all of the Deathbat in full, which is quite cool, really, because no other album's done that before. So, where do I start? Obviously, Hail to the King came out a couple of months ago now. Not the album, the single. That's on here. This Means War sounds a lot like Sad But True. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that. I've heard it from other people as well, and they think it sounds so much like Sad But True, just tune-wise. It doesn't have the same edginess as the previous albums. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And it doesn't have the same rawness either. It doesn't have the same Avenged Sevenfold-ish sound like the other ones have done. I mean, it's probably just purely an evolution to make themselves sound better and be better as a band, but it just feels different, a lot different. Now, how do I rate this one? Now, seeing as though it's a lot more metal than, say, what Metallica's been producing, I mean, just listen to Saint Anger and Load and Reload, and it's quite an incredible album. I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, I know I said doesn't sound like an Avenged Sevenfold album, but it is still an album by them. Still spectacular, and at the minute it's set to get number 1 on Sunday, so I really hope it does because they deserve it. It should be interesting to see what they come up with after this, whether it's the same sounding or they evolve the sound again to sound even more metal. I don't know if that's possible. But there's definitely a lot of different influences from a lot of different bands here, from Iron Maiden and Metallica to Guns N' Roses to European metal. It's got it, all of them have influenced it, and this is quite a special album. I'm not going to lie, I think it's one of the best albums that's been made in the past few years. But it doesn't feel like their album, it feels like it's something else.